myself Meenal Pawar from AGM College, Karad. Today we are going to learn subject physics. 10 number topic magnetic field due to electrical. Let me see in this chapter we will learn how magnetic field is produced due to the electric current flowing through the wire. Thus this development will lead down. The later was there are the Christian scientist Hans Ørsted that first discovered that how magnetic field is produced due to the electric current. The later was that so many scientists Faraday's, Ørsted and Henry that also give that magnetic field is the important pattern of the electric current. Magnetic field is important pattern of the electric field. Then the Maxwell scientists give the relationship between electric field and magnetic field. This Maxwell scientists give the relation between electric and magnetic field. That relations gives the Maxwell scientists. There are in this relation there are used several applications in everyday lives. For example, electric motor, computer, communication systems. These applications are used. Electric field and magnetic fields are used are there. In 11th chapter that we had learned that current carrying wire. The current carrying wires here. This current carrying wire. This one wire. When magnetic needle is close to this magnetic needle is close to the current carrying wire, that magnetic field is produced around the wire. We had learned this 11th standard. Now all of you know what is meant by right hand rules. How to apply the right hand rule due to the current carrying wire. When current carrying wire held in your right hand, this one is right hand. That current carrying wire held in your right hand, that outstretched thumb indicate the direction of the current, and this curl finger indicate the direction of the magnetic field. That all of you know how the right hand rule is applied for current carrying wire. Now how to find the force? Now force is for the current carrying wire. There was first wire, the wire first, and second wire, the second wire. The current carrying wire for force, how to force is applied to the current carrying wires. Now magnetic field due to the wire first at that point. Magnetic field due to the wire first at that point. That magnetic field due to the wire second, which is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Therefore, the direction of the electron, which is oppositely directed to the direction of the current. That this one is produced the experienced force. Experienced force is produced due to the wire second on the wire first. This experienced force is produced due to the wire second on the wire first. Now, next point is, the next article is here, magnetic force. Now about discussion, we realize that there are vector V, vector B and vector F. There are cross product are between them. Vector V, vector B and vector F, there are cross product are between them. When magnetic force, this one is magnetic force. The magnetic force due to the charge flowing through the conductor with the velocity v and magnetic field B, with the velocity v and the magnetic field B, that magnetic force, the magnetic force can be write vector Fm is equal to minus E in bracket vector V cross vector B. This one equation for magnetic force due to the charge flowing through this wire with the uniform velocity and acting with the magnetic field B. Therefore, that magnetic force due to the electric field and magnetic field also. Magnetic force, there is electric field, that Fe, magnetic force due to the electric field, and Fm is the magnetic force due to the magnetic field. These two forces are there. If the total force F is equal to, that Fe plus vector Fe plus vector Fm, vector Fe plus vector Fm. Now this one, vector Fe is equal to what? The vector Fe is equal to Q into E. Q into vector E. Q is the charge on the particle. This one is the magnetic force due to the electric field. Now here, instead of E we can write the Q also. Instead of E we can write Q. Q be the charge on the particle. Now that Fm is equal to, vector Fm is equal to Q vector V cross vector B also. Vector V cross vector B also. This is equation second. This one is equation third. Now these values Fe and Fm, two values, that substituting equation we get the total force F is equal to Q vector E plus Q in bracket V cross B. Now common term is Q in bracket vector E plus vector V cross vector B. These equations represent that Lorentz force. The Lorentz force is the sum of the magnetic force due to the electric field plus magnetic force due to the magnetic field. There are different cases are there when that velocity of charged particle, this one V is the velocity of charged particle. If the velocity of the charged particle is parallel to the magnetic field, velocity of charged particle is parallel to the magnetic field, then the magnetic force, the total force, the magnetic force is equal to 0. Magnetic force is equal to 0. Now see, magnetic field, the magnetic force due to the magnetic field, magnetic force Fm is equal to Q V cross B. If there are cross product of two vectors, that equation becomes Q VB sin theta. Now if there are case first is, that is when moving velocity of charged particle is parallel to the magnetic field. Moving velocity of charged particle is parallel to the magnetic field. That equation, the magnetic force is 0. How magnetic force is 0? See here, QVB if sin theta. If theta is equal to 0, if two are parallel to each other, their angle will be 0. That angle will be 0, sin 0 is 0. So magnetic force will be 0 there. If these particles, if the charged particles means Q charged particle is stationary, the charged particle is stationary, that force also 0, their force is also 0, velocity also 0, but magnetic field is not equal to 0. The magnetic field is not equal to 0. Force is also 0, velocity is also 0, but magnetic field is not also 0. There one is equation 4 is, it represents the Lorentz force. Equation 4 is represent the Lorentz force. Now from this relation we can say when vector v cross vector b both are perpendicular to each other. Vector v cross vector b. Vector v cross vector b both are perpendicular to each other. That magnetic force due to the charged particle is independent of motion of particle, and this never affect the work done. Therefore this equation we can write that vector Fm is equal to Q in mod of vector v cross vector b unit vector, that the Q, if there are cross product of two vectors there, Vb sin theta n cap. Here n cap is the unit vector, theta is the angle between velocity and magnetic field. Theta is the angle between velocity and magnetic field. That F is equal to, that net force F is equal to. Therefore, if sin 90 there, when the two fields are, if V and B are perpendicular to each other, that equation became F is equal to QVB n cap. Here is the unit vector here. Therefore, B is equal to, now B is the magnetic field. B is equal to F upon Q into V. F upon Q into V. Now we define the magnetic field B. How to define the magnetic? SI unit of magnetic field B. The SI unit of magnetic field is 1 Tesla is equal to 1 Newton upon 1 Coulomb into 1 meter per second. This is the SI unit of magnetic field. Now how to define the magnetic field in SI systems? That 1 newtons of force, that is 1 newtons of the force. The 1 newtons of the force there, that acting with 1 coulombs of the charge moving with velocity 1 meter per second, which is perpendicular to the magnetic field, then we can define the unit of B. That is 1 Tesla. Therefore, 1 Tesla is SI unit of magnetic field B. That therefore relation between Tesla, 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. Therefore, this one relation 1 Tesla is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. That Gauss is not SI unit, it is convenient unit. Gauss is not SI unit, it is convenient unit. Now, next article is, now we will discuss the next article. Cyclotron motion. Cyclotron motion. Let me see here. Just to draw the diagram. This one. X, Y here. Here magnetic field B. Here R is the radius of the circle. Magnetic force Fm here. In magnetic field, due to charged particle when undergoes the circular motion, this charged particle, that is any charge, Q with the charged particle, undergoes the circular motion, that When the undergo the circular motion, there is uniform magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field is acting on the charged particle which is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Uniform magnetic field acting on the charged particle is perpendicular to the plane of the paper as shown in figure. That uniform charged particle, this magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the papers. Now here, when Q be the charge on particle, Q be the charge on particle moving with velocity v. This one moving with velocity v. Q is the charge particle that moving with velocity v, this v, that the magnetic fields acting on the charged particle is perpendicular to the plane of paper. This one magnetic field acting on the charged particle is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. Now according to Lorentz force, Lorentz force means there are Fm. According to Lorentz force, there are magnetic force, which is this magnetic force acting toward the center of circle. Here, this direction show the magnetic force acting toward the center of the circle. That R be the radius of the circle. R be the radius of the circle. Magnetic force acting toward the center of the circle, and R is the radius of the circle. Now, when magnetic field undergo the circular motion, it provides centripetal force. It provides centripetal force. It provides centripetal force. That centripetal force is equal to magnetic force. Centripetal force is equal to magnetic force. Now centripetal force is mv square upon r is equal to qvb. Now we will cancel. Then mv is equal to p is equal to qvr. Now p it represents cyclotron formula. It represents cyclotron formula. That it is represent the cyclotron formula. Now this pi using cyclotron formula, it is used for charge accelerator, to accelerate the charged particle with high energy. This cyclotron formula used for accelerating the charged particle with high energy. Now next article is cyclotron accelerator. Next article is cyclotron accelerator. First we draw the diagram. Here. This one. One minute. Now we will see the next article is cyclotron accelerator. The cyclotron accelerator is used for charge accelerator to accelerate the high energy charge particle. Cyclotron accelerator used for to accelerate the high energy charge particle. This cyclotron accelerator was that first invented that scientist Lorentz and Lewiston in 1934. Lorentz and Lewiston in 1934. These used for purpose of study the nuclear structure. The cyclotron accelerator used for study the nuclear structure. Now here these cyclotrons, in this cyclotron there are the electric field and magnetic field. This cyclotron uses electric field as well as magnetic field are in combination. This both the electric field and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other. So these fields are called crossed fields. These are called crossed fields. These two fields are electric field and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other. So these are called crossed fields. Now in this we can use magnetic field, where magnetic field is used for that positive ions, this one positive ions, to produce the path in circular path and frequency, high frequency accelerated by the electric field. High frequency is accelerated by electric field. Once again see, magnetic field, the positive ions accelerate due to circular path and high frequency accelerated by the electric field. High frequency is accelerated by the electric field. Now do this frequency of revolution. Where is frequency of revolution? This one. The frequency of revolution is independent of energy of charge particle due to the magnetic field. Independence of energy of charge particle due to the magnetic field. Now this is the principle of the cyclotron accelerator. This is the principle of the cyclotron accelerator. Now we will see construction of cyclotron accelerator. This cyclotron accelerator, it consists of two semicircular metal. This one, two semicircular, these are semicircular, and this one, two semicircular metal discs like D-shaped metal discs is called 2Ds. These are called 2Ds here. In these cyclotrons, the magnetic field is acting perpendicular to, here magnetic field is acting perpendicular to the both of the discs, D1 and D2. Magnetic field is acting perpendicular to the both of the discs, and due to the magnetic field is produced by using electromagnet producing 1.5 Tesla and electric voltage is 1000 volt up to 10 megahertz. That alternating voltage is produced by here. 1.5 Tesla magnetic field and 1000 volt of alternating voltage and up to the 10 megahertz. That alternating voltage produced due to that in cyclotron. Due to this, here these both are where electric field or magnetic field both are perpendicular to each other in these cyclotrons. This positive ion is placed between the two Ds. This positive ion placed between the two Ds ionized by the magnetic field, and this positive ion accelerated due to the electric field. That is the construction of this cyclotron accelerator. Now, what is actual working is going on this cyclotron accelerator? When this positive ion is accelerated due to negative voltage applied to the one of the discs. This one, center one is positive ion placed between the two gaps. Positive ion is placed between the two gaps, between the two Ds, when this positive ions is accelerated due to negative voltage. Here negative voltage is give the one of the D's. Negative voltage is give the one of the D's at D1, that these ions perform, or this particle performs semicircular motion. This one, semicircular motion, that ions moves from one D, that ions move from one D to next D. Ions move from one D to another D, and it accelerates. When ions moving from one D to another D, they are automatically produced the potential difference. And these ions performed the semicircular motion. These ions perform the semicircular motion again and again, like this semicircular motion. Again and again here. Then every times electric field is given to this positive ions. Every time electric field is given to positive ion, this particle perform semicircular motion. When electric field is that alternating electric field, that electric field, this sign will be changed. The sign, negative sign will be become positive sign. That this particle also perform the semicircular path. Here also, this particle also perform semicircular. Next one, this particle perform the semicircular path with larger radius as compared to this radius. This one radius is larger radius. This radius of energy also goes on increase. This one radius goes on increase here. This energy also goes on increase, and this path become spiral path like this. This path will be become spiral path here. Now that is actual working. Now in these positive ions, this positive ion placed between the two gaps, D1 and D2, these positive ions perform that semicircular motion, performing the semicircular motion, then ion that crosses from one disk to another and reaches to the gap between the two disks. That reach one gap between the two disks once again. That time interval for, that time interval is T by half, T by 2 time interval, and total time period is capital T. That is the full revolution. Full revolution is T is the time interval for full revolution. Now here by using the cyclotron formula. Now what is cyclotron formula? Here that mv is equal to QBR. mv is equal to QBR. Therefore here mv and QBR. This one. Now v is equal to, v is the velocity of charge particle, QBR upon m. QBR upon m. Then the total time period for complete revolution. This total time period for this complete revolution is capital T is equal to 2 pi r upon v. 2 pi r upon v. Then the value of the v substituting here, then we get the T is equal to 2 pi r m upon QBR. Now r cancel. Now T is equal to 2 pi m upon QB. These equations represent total time period for complete revolution. Total time period for complete revolution. These equations represent. Now frequency of revolution. Now how to calculate the frequency of revolution? Now see here, the frequency of revolution, frequency Fc is equal to the reciprocal of time period. Fc, the frequency of revolution, that frequency of cyclotron. This equation represent also frequency of cyclotron is equal to 1 upon 2 pi m upon QB. Then Fc is equal to QB upon 2 pi m. QB upon 2 pi m. Fc means the cyclotron formula is here. Fc is equal to Qb upon 2 pi m. Now, when the polarity of the both of the D's, it can be reversed. Polarity will be reversed. Then negative will be positive, positive will be negative. Then also these ions, when positive ion placed between the two ions, these ions perform the circular motion. Then perform the circular motion process from one D to another D and reaches at the gap between the two D's. Here, that frequency is Fa. That frequency is known as Fa. Therefore, Fa is equal to Fc. Fa is equal to Fc. This is resonance condition. This is resonance condition. Fa is equal to Fc. This is resonance condition. Now, here, this equation is Fc is equal to Qb upon 2 pi. This is cyclotron frequency. Now, when this positive charged particle is not accelerated by the electric field, this positive charge not accelerated by electric field, their kinetic energy goes on increase. The kinetic energy goes on increasing. That kinetic energy goes on increasing. That radius, larger radius is also exerted by the magnetic field. This larger radius exerted by the magnetic field. Due to this larger radius, this larger radius is extracted from the, here this one larger radius here, extracted from the, through the exit, extracted from the exit, there is R exist. There is R exist. R exist is the radius of the exit. That is the radius of the exist. Therefore, here kinetic energies. Kinetic energy is equal to, the kinetic energy is equal to, all of you know, 1/2 mv square. Now 1/2. Now V is equal to m. V is equal to, that V is equal to, there are Q B R upon m. Last equation here. Therefore, Q square B square R square upon m square. Now, kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 Q square B square R exist, here R exist, upon m. This equation represents energy of charge particle. Kinetic energy of charge particle is directly proportional to the radius of exit. Directly proportional to the radius of exit. Now, the next article is helical motion. Helical motion. Now helical motion applying here, y, x, z. That helical motion. Here V perpendicular, V and V parallel. Now, what is mean by helical motion? In helical motion, magnetic field, the magnetic field of charged particle here, if charged particle, magnetic field of charged particle, their charged particle is always perpendicular to magnetic field. The charged particle, the velocity of the charged particle is always perpendicular to the magnetic field here. Now, when the component of the velocity, V is the velocity, moving velocity, the component of the velocity, the parallel component V parallel, the parallel component. Moving velocity is parallel component. The velocity is parallel to the magnetic field is lead to the helical motion. When velocity is parallel to the magnetic field is lead to the which motion? Helical motion. This one lead to the helical motion, like this motion. This one is lead to the helical motion. Now when velocity, parallel component of velocity is parallel to the magnetic field, then magnetic force will be, magnetic force Fm is equal to, magnetic force Fm is equal to V parallel cross vector B. Therefore, vector product of two vector V parallel B sin theta. If two are parallel to each other, their angle will be 0. Then magnetic force is 0. That magnetic force is 0. That V parallel is not affected by, V parallel is not affected by here. In this, when parallel component, these particle will move to the direction of magnetic field. This particle move toward the direction of magnetic field. By this equation we can say that velocity, parallel component of velocity is lead to the helical motion, and another one component is perpendicular component of velocity. The perpendicular component of velocity is lead to the circular path. Last point we saw that lead to the which motion? Circular motion, like this motion will be. That circular motion, perpendicular component lead to the circular motion. That particle became helix. That is the helical motion. The particle become helix, that is helical motion. Now, when next article is magnetic force on wire carrying conductor. Magnetic force on wire carrying conductor. Magnetic force on wire carrying conductor. That first wire is straight wire. Now first wire is straight wire. Now see diagram here. I am going to draw diagram. See. This one here, I, here. Here. This diagram is here. Where L is the length of straight wire. L is the length of straight wire. When this straight wire, when external magnetic field is applied to the straight wire. There, external magnetic field is applied to the straight wire. Here, external magnetic field is applied to a straight wire. There is, it exert through potential difference. Exert through the potential difference here. When I is current flowing through the wire. I is current flowing through the wire here. that according to the Lorentz force here, when this Vd is the drift velocity. Vd is the drift velocity due to the motion of electrons. The motion of electron in charged particle. This motion of electron, Vd is drift velocity due to motion of electron in charged particle here, and here Q be the charge on plane P dash. Q be the charge on the plane P dash. Now, therefore, Q is equal to I into T. Q is equal to I into T. All of you know that. Therefore, Qi into L upon Vd. T means length of straight wire upon drift velocity. Length of straight wire upon drift velocity. Now, here, how magnetic force is active on this straight wire? That equation we can write Fm is equal to Q vector Vd cross vector B. Here Fm is equal to Q vector Vd cross vector B. Now here, if the vector product of two vectors, that equation we can write Q Vd B sin theta. Here, if theta, therefore theta is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, this equation becomes Q Vd B. If sin 90 is equal to 1, the Fm is equal to QV Vd. Here Vd B. Vd means drift velocity. Q is charge on particle. B is magnetic field here. Now substitute the value of Q. Here I L Vd into B. Vd cancel. Then magnetic force is equal to ILB. Magnetic force is equal to ILB. Therefore, magnetic force is equal to ILB. This magnetic is acting on the straight wire. Thank you.